Alright guys, I'm going to give you some support and resistance levels to pay attention to. Before I do, I have to cover this guy. Carl, he seems a little bit confused, but he is so giddy and so happy about this. Listen to, this is the beginning of his video today. Let me play a little clip of this real quick.
In this video, wow, guys, this was insane. The Bitcoin rising wedge broke up here, and then look at this candlestick. In this video, I'm gonna talk about this spinning top candlestick, and I'm gonna show you exactly what this means for the Bitcoin price. I'm gonna show you why the next 4-hour candle is going to decide whether we're gonna break down or if we're gonna break up from here. Believe me, you do not want to miss.
So you can see how ecstatic he is about all this, and I'm gonna skip the next part of this. I'm gonna skip a little forward in this video real quick. So right here, so this part here, this is where he explains what happened, and his explanation of why it dropped is just great.
So is Bitcoin going to break up to this bullish target up here, or is Bitcoin going to break all the way?
And keep in mind, so he gave you a target way up here to long to, and gave you a target down here to short to, right? So people putting in a long, you set your stop. You putting in a short, you would set your stop, right?
Down to this bearish target right there. This, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what I'm gonna tell you. And if you think that that's something interesting, then I think you should definitely see video.
So you can see how happy he is.
Movement here. And let's get right into it. I have some very, very interesting things to share with you guys that I'm sure you didn't hear from anyone else yet. So let's take a look at this. First of all, just a recap. We had this rising wedge. Bitcoin was bouncing between support and resistance. And the analysis basically was that we're likely going to break to the upside here. And the target is somewhere between 42 to 43,000. But what we saw was the break to the upside, but we saw a huge candle up to 40,000, actually 40,500, but we got a big rejection. 40,000 was too much, and we just basically got...
Carl, why did we get rejected?
A rejection and came straight back down again, all the way down to 36,500 here on the Bybit. This is the Bybit chart. So this means that in a 4-hour candle, Bitcoin dumped almost 10%, or almost $4,000. $4,000 in one single candle here, one single 1-hour candle. Very, very interesting that we're seeing this. And look at this, you can see that the volume was massive, absolutely massive. Now, the first thought that someone would have here is that it looks like someone, like a huge whale, just basically went in and market dumped up at 40,000. Maybe someone had a huge sell order, like a massive sell order, waiting to get triggered at 40,000. I mean, something triggered this sell-off, of course, and yeah, but there was a lot of volume coming in this 1 hour.
So obviously his only excuse for why this dumped was because some whale decided to sell at that point. The last reason that it would come down and you would get these crazy wicks up and down is because they're trying to liquidate longs and shorts. I mean, why would they do that? Especially this is right here. This was just earlier in his video.
Very, very important. And if you want to trade Bitcoin on Bybit, just deposit 0.2 Bitcoin, and then you get this $200 bonus if you click this specific.
This is why he's so excited, because everybody that was using his affiliate link that was either longing or shorting, they all got wrecked, and this guy is happy, laughing all the way to the bank. So while he's giving you these little wedges and these patterns, saying, oh, it can push up and it can drop, guys, I'm trying to help give you targets. I was trying to help in the community section. People got upset. I said that I said it was likely that Bitcoin would drop from this point. I said, well, I gave you a pivot ring. The pivot ring played out perfectly. As soon as we hit the ring, we did start pumping. I said at this point, I said Bitcoin drop incoming less than an hour. This was resistance. Take note right here, 36,276. Look at this chart. This right here, 36,276-ish. This is where I was saying this was our resistance. Right here. This is what I was pointing out. We got rejected right here. So what happens? Resistance flips as support. So when we got this major wick that came down, this was your buy-in point. You knew this was resistance. Yes, it did push above it. That happens. Either it comes down or it breaks above. When it broke above, it pumped. Came down, found support. came down, found support. So you had your resistance right here. I was trying to tell you, pay attention, this is resistance. This next one was showing that yes, it did push up. I said, well, it was a pivot point. People, FOMO, institutional money buying in. But take note right here. It says next Bitcoin resistance. This was 22 hours ago. This was 1 day ago. Right here, 37,540. This chart. You already had your support level mapped out. I was trying to show people, look, even though it pushed up, watch to get rejected at 37,540. And while we did push above it, you can see we had a hard time. We came up, it was resistance, 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 resistance. We finally pushed above it. So what happens? Resistance flips as support. So after you had that first wick that came down to this support level, you had your next support level right here. So your current support to watch right now is 37,600. And and then I showed this chart how it played out. But guys, I'm just going to give you some price targets to pay attention to if this goes up further. So look, your current major support level, if we break your closest support level right now to watch is right here at 37,600. According to this chart, we are expecting this ring as well. This will be around 35,000, depending when you make contact, around 35,000. If we push up, your next resistance to watch is going to be right here at 40,500. I do have a ring above, which if you have access to these charts, make sure that you compare different charts for targets. But your first resistance, 40,500 to get rejected, your support 37,600. If we drop below this point, again, 3,600, and you can see, again, all of these fib channel lines are accurate as your support resistance. Notice we topped out right here. We topped out at this fib channel line right here. This was at, let me put a price label here. This was at 34,742. Notice that when we came up, we were getting resistance. We did push above it a bit. Resistance, resistance broke above it. So look, your next resistance, your next support level below is going to be right here, around 35,600. And then right here around 35,140. And then again, like I said, each one of these fib channel lines, if you drop down to it, you stop at it, that is likely a point to catch a bounce. And again, according to this chart, your next resistance above is 40,100. Let's see, 40,100-ish. So you got 40,500. These are some larger targets, 40,100. And then this chart right here, this is where I got out. You hit the ring, guys. We've been respecting this yellow ring. This is all the same fib circle. Notice we pushed up. We pushed above this ring briefly. Then we dropped, pushed back up. So if we do push up, you're looking for a larger target to the upside. I would watch up here around, this is close to 45,000. This is 44,900. So again, write these numbers down. Pay attention. If we have a drop, another larger drop target to watch will be down here around 31,000. This right here is 31,700, and this is around 30,500. But these are just some targets to watch, guys. I will try to keep you updated in the community section, and I also keep you updated on Twitter. If you do want to access these charts, the link will be in the description. It's optimarkcrypto.com. But guys, that's it. Trade safe. Remember, upside target to watch 40,500, downside target 37,600, 40,968, and 36,193. Guys, that's it.